Hello and welcome to this new tutorial on a new revision of Ortho, the mesh manipulation tool. In this new revision we've added a few tweaks based on user feedback, all intended to make working with multiple reference planes possible. Of course, if you look at this simple setup, you can again create a simple reference plane by selecting some geometry and then pressing plane fit, which will create a new reference plane. But now what if you want to work with more than one reference plane without recreating them again and again? To this end we have now a new option and we can create multiple reference plane and switch between them. To this end we have this Ortho plane map panel, and within this panel if we click it, you can see that we now have our first reference plane, the first one we have created, and we can give it a meaningful name. For example, this could be the front roof. Now by clicking the plus button, we can create a new reference plane, which has default values, but we can give it first a meaningful name, for example, back roof. And then we can select as usual the geometry and click plane fit to create a new reference plane. So now we have two reference planes and we can switch between them simply by selecting them from this plane map, this list of reference planes. As you can see, sometimes the normal of a reference plane points into the wrong direction. In this case, the arrowhead is pointing inward, and as it influences the movement, we would like to invert it, which is now possible by clicking flip normal in the display options. And it only influences the movement, but it also makes the reference plane a bit more visible because it's putting it over top the geometry. It's independent for the different planes. If you have a lot of reference planes, you can of course move them in any order you like in order to keep your work organized. If you remove them all, as we did here, then if you click plane fit again, you get a new default one. So that's possible. All the reference plane information is saved along with your scene, so if you open your scene later, those reference planes are available again in your scene to work with. The final bit we did is we tweaked the user interface a bit, basically making the arrowheads a little bit nicer to look at, which is important if you work a lot with a tool. That's about it for now. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.